Hello everyone, and thank you very much for tuning in. I, of course, am Rotype. Welcome back to Factorio One Small Step, where today we are going to get plastic made not on the bus. We're going to make it in the smelting, refining area. Is that what we're calling it? I guess. But we're going to take care of that. We started it last episode, but ran out of time. So I'm just going to... ran out of transport belt. Means I need more iron. There we go. So I hope to get this oil stuff at least somewhat taken care of today, to the point where I don't really have to worry about it. Although really, the fact of the matter is I only have these two pretty weak outputs. So I'm going to have to worry about oil until I get this nice couple over there. But probably here it might be my first oil transit. And man, it's looking pretty scarce. I don't like that. But that's the way the everything happened, so we'll just have to deal with it. And flip these around. So here's plastic. We need to still connect the actual piping. Like that. And then this needs to go up and get some petrol. And petrol is this one. So just there. So now we have plastic being made on, well, being made off the bus to be deposited on the bus, which I think I never really have done it this way, but we're going to try it, obviously. And I think it may work out a little better. It might be more convenient than having to try and make plastic at every, I mean, there's not too many locations that need it, but it's still needed in a number of places. And I think all the liquid handling is kind of done up here, so I might as well give it a shot trying to do it. Now, where do I put this? I think I put this plastic. So this is the green bus. This is going to be the red and blue. Now, this is petrol now. Wait for it to empty out. I think I'm just going to straight up replace the petrol line with the plastic, because the sulfuric acid line will stay. I haven't actually made it yet, but what will be, or what was supposed to be the sulfuric acid line, will still be the sulfuric acid line, which means the only other product for petrol is plastic. And we can either make it on the bus, or we're just going to replace it with the bars that are being made now. Here we are to our junction, and I believe it's, I guess these two, but yeah, this is the end of what I had already built for this. So this just needs to go down with everything else. And it's probably not quite ideal in this setup now, because I could possibly merge them. Actually, I don't need this at all. Get rid of the coal altogether. Yeah, we don't need this coal at all. I mean, we'll need it for, I don't know, I might make grenades on the bus or something. I'm sure there's something. Hopefully, I have all of this running down here. I mean, I have stone on there. We're not really using that much stone, but eventually I want to make a ton of concrete, so that'll use a bunch of stone. So let's see, let's clear all this out and look at the way I had this lined up here. So plastic needs to get on the inside here. So this is actually not where I want it. What I want to do with it is run, ooh, not that way. Let's first take this underground and take a look here. So if I want plastic to come in, let's just pop this underground just like that. That means we can undo that, and there. Plastic will come right down like this. And I don't wonder why it's only happening on one side. That must be the side that gets priority in the fluid split with petrol. All right, so that remakes our red circuit production, and I think it'll work just fine. We don't have to pipe petrol down the bus. We can pick this up. What is this? Oh, this is the sulfuric. So that will be probably the second item on this section of bus, just like that. Now I might as well, I think, just run it like that. And we'll pick up this. The other things I'm going to leave on this bus, I'm going to, obviously lubricant, which is right here. I might as well get that hooked up while I'm at it. As soon as we're done, there we go, cleaning all that up. So let's go ahead and get lubricant aligned. So this is 1, 2 is already spoken for. The third slot here, right there, that's lubricant. And I think, got sulfuric acid. I think I might need water on the bus. So that will probably be the 4th slot in this bus section. And we'll get this aligned just like that. So these are matched. And you know, we don't have any need for these right now. Oops. So that will be sufficient. And I am gonna need, oh yeah, sulfuric probably. Ooh, I'm gonna need plastic in here for the blue science. But we'll deal with that in a minute. That might actually be one of our next things because I think I want to get blue science so I can really start marching along towards some of the next things I need to get done. Trains and advanced oil processing is really kind of a priority with all these extra spaces here. But let's just take a second here to look at what's going on. So we're producing a bunch of lubricant, which is good. That just uses up the heavy, although actually, this was not hooked up. I can just run this. And actually, I'm going to do it this way. There. So now all these will run when they can. Yeah. So there's not really any heavy around, but... Oh, that reminds me, though. I do... Oh, what do I have all this coal for? I do want to dump my inventory. Get rid of all this crap. Still have a ton. There's that box. There we go. Put solid in there. I don't want that. What was I saying? Oh, I do want another kind of thing like this with the... what am I calling them? Probably just advisory levels. Tanks. Apologize for that. My antivirus decided now is a good time to scan. So let's see. Just want to... Actually, if I want the heavy to come down... maybe I connect it here. Yeah, let's try this. So if this is the line I want it on, just like that. Of course, there's all these things in the way. There. Now let's see if we can make this work. If I pick these up, see if I can get this connected well. Heavy. Will you work? Perfectly. Now this is petrol that needs to skip. So I will probably just do that. Yeah, that works. No, it doesn't. Well, not yet at least. I need light oil to go in. And just because I want them all in the same place. It does kind of bother me that the water is off, but deal with that in a minute. So I don't need this like that anymore, so that'll work. I do like it when all these, they're all 4 in the same location. Now, if I do want to continue the heavy, well, I'll deal with that. It's possible I won't actually need to do that. I will need one more tank, and these crafting speed upgrades are nice. Tanks used to take forever to produce. This is where the petrol comes down, and actually I need to split the petrol. Oh yeah, it's up here. I need to do that. So petrol goes right here. And the output, we're going to use that dual pump kind of trick where one pump will be here, one pump will be here. Obviously, we can't do that now. Yeah, we'll put this here to match the water. Can't do that now because we don't have pumps. Actually, can I build pumps? Express. Oh, yeah, I can build small pumps. Oh, it may be the logistics, although I do have wires. Well, let's take a look at that in just a minute here. First, I do want to get these hooked up again. So this is my petrol. We're gonna line it. Ugh, all these pipes are just not at all lined up with anything. Disaster. I do want this to be back up at the right place. So we're gonna do this. And then try to get this back to the way it should be. There we go. Now, I don't have any electric engine units. Am I building those yet? I vaguely remember many episodes ago, I believe I set up the electric engine unit production. Maybe. Maybe I set it up without actually turning it on. I didn't have lubricant. Let's go take a look. We have these. These actually producing. Yeah, it looks like they are. We're still a ways away from needing red belt. And let's go down here. Good, yeah, okay. So they're not actually producing because they don't have lubricant. But it looks like the setup is just fine. Although, what is this lacking? Oh. The gears are in the wrong place. For this one to run. You can fix that like this. Okay, now lubricant has to come in here. It has to, actually it's going to be below this. So we will bring the lubricant down. As soon as we can find it. And that will get electric engine units working, and that will get us pumps. And then we can a little bit more easily regulate what's happening with oil. So, not gonna try to do anything fancy this time, just run in a straight line. The regular beat. Ah, of course. Fine. March our way along. Ah. Really should not have run these transport belts under my path or over my path. I'm gonna have to fix all that later. That's gonna be annoying. And are we almost there yet? Maybe. Here we go. Okay, good. So this will be lubricant. All right, good. Got lubricant. That means we should be getting electric engine units. Am I right? So this needs batteries still, so this won't consume them. Which means I should be producing electric engine units, which I can just scoop up a couple. Okay, you are producing. What about the rest of you? Why are you? Oh, haven't actually connected anything. There we go. And I gotta do this annoying rotate, 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 rotate. Is that everything? Okay, good. And we'll just get all these connected and they should, yeah, so you can see them start to turn on as we get this going. Yeah. Don't stand in the way when you're trying to build a pipe, huh? There we go. Now it looks like we're just low on lubricant, but... Did you... Yeah, you vacuumed them up. I want them, please. How many do I need for an express prop? Oh, just one. Good. And actually, I might just grab a handful. Because... Whoops. Well, does the job, I suppose. Let's see. So I don't know how many pumps, but some pumps. And I do know that after all of this, and here where I had to make that change as well, this should be a matched sulfur line. So I can run this back. Yeah, there we go. Of course not. That'll be water though. Okay, that's fine. That'll be water. And you know what? I don't need that done right now, so I'll deal with that later. Let's look at where are my pumps. Here we go. So I can start to regulate this a little bit, especially right here, where I can say, you get to run and you get to run. Let's put a pipe here so they connect, and a big pole, please. Somewhere they'll get power, both of them. Nope, of course not. Fine, a little pole, I guess. And we'll put a big pole right next to it. Okay, now if I get 2 green wires, I should be able to connect this and this. And I can say only when there is... Huh. Haven't seen those logos before, that's kind of cool. Petrol greater than 100 are you allowed to run. And the same for you. Now this should be our adequate splitting. It's going to take a little while for this to build up, but that'll adequately split. Now the other things I need to regulate, let's see, I need to split probably at some point between the products of light and heavy and the cracking. But seeing as how we can't actually crack right now, I'm okay with that. I do want to run down, as annoying as it will be to run all the way down there, I do want to run down and deal with the crude pushing up this pipe. So this pipe is, yeah, not it's completely empty. So I'm hoping, and sometimes I've had trouble with these big arrays of tanks. Hoping if I stick a pump in here, especially an express pump, which I need to build one more. I'm hoping this will allow me to fill the pipe, or at least get some of this going, like empty some of this out. Not even a little. Nothing at all. Interesting. Yeah, the mechanics of fluids in this game sometimes a little wonky. And am I not going to have enough? No, I'm not going to have enough. One short. What am I at? Oh, iron. I think I can fill up on that right here. So I'm hopeful when I connect kind of the top here, that'll give it an extra suction of, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Alrighty, so give me, I don't know, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these more. Now, will this adequately drain or start to help to adequately drain? No, nothing happening. At least fill out the array. Now, why is this not draining? I mean, you'd think it would drain pretty well, right? But it doesn't appear to be working. What if I made another one over here? Another express pump. Right there with a pipe and a underground, just connect it to... Oh, of course it doesn't reach. There. Now, power this up. I don't actually need these pipes. I just need the poles. The big poles. Now, how's this going to work? Maybe it'll adequately drain? Should I put one in the middle too? Ugh. I guess I just need more. I mean, this is a big array for like a tiny amount of crude coming in, but I would have thought this would have worked a little better. I'll put another pump in here. Because when in doubt, add pumps. Actually, I suppose it's when in doubt, add exit locations. Oh, will this connect? No, I'll need a big one, which doesn't have a big catchment, so maybe we will just use these little ones. Take that out and just do that as well there. Now, is this going to do any better? I suppose these are kind of lower numbers a little bit. I think the fluid handling through tanks is not quite as you may expect it to be, but that is my time for this episode. So unfortunately, we'll have to deal with this problem. I may do a little bit off camera just to figure out how this works, but I'll be back soon with another one. Remember, the thumbs are for your thoughts. Subscribe if you want to make sure you catch them all. My name's been Roadtype. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.